Hello student, I am Sangeeta Mansukhani. This is the video number 129 and in this video we will do revision for half yearly exam. See this example 9.1. On the basis of the following observation made with aqueous solution, assign secondary valency to the metals in the following compounds. Formula given and moles of the AgCl precipitate per mole of the compound with excess AgNO3. So here you see, here given formula given, AgNO3 given and remaining given. So PdCl2.4NH3 react with 2 mole of the AgCl, AgNO3 and remain 4NH3. Okay, so here valency, secondary valency, that is means how many ligands are attached. So here you see PdCl2.4NH3. So here 4 ammonia attached. Okay, so remaining, so secondary valency is 4. Second one, NiCl2.6H2O. So it's 2Cl, 2 AgCl precipitate form. So remaining is 6H2O. So secondary valency is 6. Third is PtCl4.2HCl. Okay, so here AgNO3 precipitate, AgCl no 0. So 4Cl and 2Cl, total 6Cl. So secondary valency is 6. Then fourth is COCl3.4NH3. So 1 AgCl precipitate way. So 2Cl and here 4. Total 6. So here secondary valency is 6. Then PtCl2.NH3. Here no precipitate of AgCl. So 2NH3 and 2Cl. So total 4. So secondary valency 4. Next example. Write the formulas. Tetraamine that is means 4NH3, NH3 whole 4. Aqua that is means H2. Chlorido that is means Cl. Cobalt and it's CO. And third oxidation number. So we have to find third plus 3. NH3 neutral ligand 0, water is 0 and chloride minus 1. Okay, and is equal to 0. So 2 and outer chloride Cl. So this valency going to the downside of the outer element Cl2. Okay. Next is potassium tetrahydroxido zincate. Potassium K, tetrahydroxido yani OH whole 4, zincate zinc. Second we have to write. First write K plus 2, zinc valency plus 2, OH minus 1 multiply 4. So calculate, so plus 2. So this is going to the outer element downside valency K2. Potassium trioxylato aluminate. Potassium K trioxylato C2O4 whole 3 aluminate Al and aluminium valency given 3. So plus 3. Then plus oxalato minus 2 multiply 3 is equal to 0. Minus 6 plus 3 minus 3 going to the right hand side plus 3. And this is the downside going to the downside of the outer element K3. Next is dichlorido base ethane 1,2-diamine cobalt third. Dichlorido that is means Cl2 base that is means En whole twice because ethane 1,2-diamine short way En, cobalt CO and its oxidation number 3. So plus 3 minus 2 and En 0. So here only for plus 1 charge. Then tetracarbonyl nickel 0. So tetracarbonyl that is means CO whole 4 and nickel Ni. So and 0. So NiCO4 its formula. Next is IUPAC name. PtNH3 whole twice ClNO2. So 2NH3 that is means diamine, Cl chlorido, NO2 and bonded by N. So nitrito and PT that is means platinum. And in the last way we have to write oxidation number. But first we have to find. So X plus ammonia 0 multiply 2 minus 1 and minus 1. So here minus 1 and minus 1 minus 2 going to the right side plus 2. So we have to write in Roman number 2. Then next K3CrC2O4 whole 3. K potassium C2O4 whole 3 trioxylato and Cr chromate. Here we have to write 8 chromate. Reason, because outer side K, potassium, it is a positive charge and this complex is negative. A negative complex suffix we have to write in the last way 8. Oxidation number third of chromium. Reason +3 and here -6. So -3, 6 plus 3, -3. Going to the right side, so +3. So 3 we have to write in the Roman number. Then COCl2 En whole twice Cl. So Cl2 dichlorido and En ethane 1,2-diamine and CO cobalt, and its oxidation number we have to write X -2 and 0 and then outer side -1, -2 and -1, -3 going to the right hand side, so +3 written in Roman number. Then next CONH3 whole 5 CO3 Cl. So NH3 whole 5 pentamine and then CO3 carbonate and here carbonato we have to write for prefix for CO3 and then cobalt, and then we have to write oxidation number. First cobalt, so X 0 charge and -2 and then outer side -1, so -2 -1 3, so third written in Roman number. Then HgCOHCN whole 4 Hg mercury and then written in first tetra HCN thiocyanato and here S by attached bonded by S, so we have to write thiocyanato S. CO cobalt, because Hg positive, so it is a negative complex, so cobaltate, and we have to write its oxidation number third. Next question is, why is geometrical isomerism not possible in tetrahedral complexes and having two different types of unidentate ligands? Why is geometrical isomerism not possible in tetrahedral complexes having two different types of the unidentate ligands and coordinated with the central metal ion? So, tetrahedral complexes don't show geometrical isomerism. Reason, because the relative position of the unidentate ligands attached to the central metal atom are the same with respect to the each other. Okay, so tetrahedral complexes don't show geometrical isomerism because the relative position of the unidentate ligand attached to the central metal atom are the same with respect to the each other. Next question is, draw structure of geometrical isomers of FeNH3 whole 2 Cn whole 4 minus. So 2 and 4 total 6. So this type of structure, square and then up and down, that is means octahedral structure. 6 ligand are attached. Here you see CN4 1 2 3 4 4 CN and 2 ammonia. Okay, and this is the cis isomer because nearer and then opposite way ammonia attached. This is the trans. So cis and then trans. Okay. Next question is, out of the following two coordination entities, which is chiral optically active? Out of the following two coordination entities, which is chiral optically active? So here cis CrCl2OX whole 2 3 minus given. So we form Cr2Cl oxalato bidentate ligand. So 2 bonded by attached by OX with Cr. See 1 2 3 4 5 6 this way attach and power 3 minus. Cis nearer and then opposite way attached. This is the trans. Okay, so out of 2, this is the optically active because no superimposed. Okay, but this is the superimposed. So it is a cis isomer, it is a chiral and then optically active. Next question is, the spin only magnetic moment of MnBr4 2 minus. The spin only magnetic moment of MnBr4 2 minus is 5.9 bm. The spin only magnetic moment of MnBr4 2 minus is 5.9 bm and predict the geometry of the complex ion. So MnBr4 2 minus given. So atomic number of Mn, manganese 25, right? Electronic configuration of manganese 3d5 4s2. Okay, find its oxidation number. MnX plus Br minus 1 into 4 is equal to upper charge going to the right hand side minus 2, minus 4 plus minus 2, minus 4 going to the right hand side plus 4, so plus 2 obtain. So Mn2 plus oxidation state, so 3d54s0 because 2 electron removed, so configuration is 3d54s0, and here 4 ligand are attached. So 4 ligand, 4 Br attached, that is means its coordination number 4. So it will be either tetrahedral sp3, otherwise a square planar dsp2 because 4 ligand are attached. But the fact that magnetic moment of the complex ion is 5.9 Bohr magneto. Complex ion is 5.9 Bohr magnetic. So it should be tetrahedral in shape rather than square planar because of the presence of the 5 unpaired electrons in the d orbital. Okay, but the fact that the magnetic moment given is 5.9 Bohr magneton, so its complex ion is, it should be tetrahedral in shape rather than square planar. Okay, because of the presence of the 5 unpaired electrons in the d orbital. Next, give evidence that CuNH3 whole 5 ClSO4 and CuNH3 whole 5 SO4 Cl. Here you see Cl inside and SO4 outside. Here you see SO4 inside and Cl outside. So are ionization isomers? Why? So give evidence. So ionization isomers give different ions, right? And when dissolved in water, so give different reaction from different reagent. Okay, and different reaction from different reagents, so different PPT obtain. So first we take this example, complex CuNH3 whole 5 Cl SO4 and react with barium 2 plus, and then others complex is we take CuNH3 whole 5 SO4 Cl and react with barium 2 plus. So here you see whenever barium 2 plus react with SO4, so find BaSO4 white PPT. But whenever barium 2 plus react with this complex, so no reaction because here outside Cl, and barium 2 plus no react with Cl. Then opposite way, this complex react with Ag plus. So here outside sulfate and so Ag plus no react, so no reaction. But opposite way, CuNH3 whole 5 SO4 Cl react with Ag plus. So here outside Cl. So Ag plus react with Cl, so AgCl white precipitate form. So different reagents, so different reaction. So this is the ionization enthalpy isomers. Okay, so these both are ionization isomers.